All right, so your bike's set up, it's ready to go. You got your helmet on and you're gonna ride it for the very first time. But there's a couple things to do before you can take off on your bike. The first thing is you gotta know what brake does what. So there's two brakes. You wanna figure out which one's the back brake and which one's the front brake. And the easiest way to do that is move your kickstand, go, pull a brake, and see which tire skids. So this brake is our back brake and that brake's our front brake. Why is that important? It's very important so your new rider doesn't just go hauling off and grab the front brake, which will lock up the front tire and make them flip or kick out the front tire and make them spill out. So know which brake is best. I recommend when you're starting out, just use a little bit of back brake to slow down, and then you can start introducing some front brake as well. I'm gonna have my daughter here hop on the bike, and I'm gonna show you guys how to properly sit on the bike and get ready to ride it. So as you can see, she's sitting on the bike now. So proper riding form would be both feet on the pegs. So go ahead and put your feet on the pegs. And then she doesn't want to be, so she's sitting in the perfect spot. She's sitting in the front of the seat. You don't want to be sitting in the back of the seat because when you go to press the gas, you're going to do a wheelie. So sitting in the front of the seat, and you want to keep your elbows up high like that. And you want to keep your head looking forward, okay? And you want to keep your feet squeezed on the bike, just like that. All right, so now that she knows just the proper basic form for how to ride a bike, we're gonna move on to how to start the bike and put it in the correct modes. So this bike, you just hold it right here, which is very similar to most bikes. And you can see there's an assist level. Other ones will have different types of levels, but usually they're 1 through 3 or 1 through 5. So this right here is the slowest mode. If you keep clicking up, it goes up to the fastest mode. So a good idea, if you're a beginner, is to start out in the slowest mode and practice using the brakes. So that's what I'm gonna have her do, is she's gonna take off. So before you take off, make sure you do what? Put the kickstand up. So if you ride with the kickstand down, you're gonna do a pogo stick and it's gonna look funny, everyone else is gonna laugh. So mode 1, she's gonna practice. She's gonna go a little bit and then she's gonna practice using what brake? The back brake, which is that one, because we know. All right, so go a little bit and then practice using your brakes. All right, good job. Do it again. And I will just have her repeat this over and over and over again until she knows that that's how you stop, is you use your brakes. Let's go ahead and start using a little bit of front brake to stop. All right, so she's mastered that. Now I know when she starts going faster, she knows how to use the brakes, and I know that the brakes work properly on our brand new bike. So the next thing is whiskey throttle. If you don't know what whiskey throttle is, it's where you grab onto the throttle and you hold it all the way back and you don't let go. And if you've ridden bikes before, everyone's probably done this a time or two. What helps with preventing that is being in the correct mode. And 2, if you start to take off and you realize that you're holding it too much, just remember to let go. Just let go, okay? Everyone does the panic grab, hold it wide open. Just once you feel that, it's going, just let go. All right, those are those little things you gotta remember. Once she gets comfortable in this mode 1 and she knows how to use the brakes, then I have no problem with turning it all the way up to some of the fastest modes because I know she can stop. I know she's gonna have the correct body positioning, and now she's ready to rip. So comment down below if you guys have any more questions, and keep watching this video if you're interested in this bike. This is the Frigo XO. This bike has a top speed of 40 miles an hour. It has a 60 volt battery, a 3600 watt motor. So let's do a quick little walk around this thing. Something I'm really loving right off the bat off this bike is these brake levers. These things are super nice. They got these cool little grooves in there, but they're really nice. When I went to adjust the handlebars and everything like that, it was like literally super easy, and they just look very durable and quality. Another thing I really love about this bike is this screen. This is the best screen that you can get right now on a budget e-bike. It's seriously super user-friendly, it's clear, and it's durable. It lasts a long time. We swing around to the front here, has a nice headlight. Haven't had a chance to use it at night yet, but when I just plugged it in, it seemed pretty bright. You can see the light right there. And it has a horn, and it also has some blinkers. There we go. Another thing that I thought was super neat with this bike is it does have adjustable suspension. So you can stiffen that if you're a bigger guy, or you can soften it up. It's a 14-inch wheel up front, so that's pretty big. And it has all black spokes, black wheels, and a black hub. Usually it still has a silver hub, and that looks super clean. Along with the disc brake, I just think it just looks overall really clean. It has this cool looking red metal on the back here for your brake caliper, which is super neat. I've never seen that before on a bike. You can put a front fender on this. I chose to not put it on there. The seat is pretty large and it's nice and squishy. Here we have our rear shock. There is some adjustments on the bottom of the rear shock, which I haven't seen before on a budget bike. So that's pretty cool. It comes with this nice little key holder here. Usually I just take these keys and I attach them somewhere on the bike, but it's nice that it actually comes with its own separate key holder. It also came with a tracking device and a phone holder. So that's pretty neat. I've never seen an e-bike come with anything like that. But let's hop on this thing and let's do a first ride. All right, here we go. First ride. And let's just go mode 1. And let's see. So mode 1 is holding that 15 miles per hour, and this thing feels really smooth. It almost has like a mountain bike feel to it. It feels pretty solid. So let's go mode 2. And we're going 22 miles per hour, 24. Then gets up to speed pretty quick with that 60 volt battery and that 3600 watt motor. Well, let's crank this thing up even more. And oh, it's dumping rain. 25, 27, 30 miles an hour in that mode. Let's just max this thing out and let's see how fast we can get it. I did throw it on the charger, but it didn't get a charge that long. It charged for about an hour, so it doesn't have a full charge. Let's keep cruising. And it feels so smooth. All right, we got up to 32 right there, but I ran out of road, so that thing would definitely hit 40 miles an hour. I have to say this, the power delivery is very smooth. This is a great bike for a beginner. It's also around $1,200, so it's very cheap. And I will have a discount code for this bike for $100 off. Great budget bike to get for your first time riding an e-bike. So yeah, that's the XO by Frigo. I'll put a link in the description and I'll put a pinned comment with this bike. And comment down below if you have any troubles building this bike or any bike. And I'm happy to see so many people getting out there on e-bikes. It makes me happy. All right, keep shredding.